Hey guys, this is Jason with the Schick Plan. Wanted to share with you kind of unscripted, unfiltered, and this still needs to be cleaned up quite a bit to make this kind of YouTube worthy. But I want to share with you the things I'm looking at right now. Today is Friday, July 3rd, 2026, almost our 250th birthday of America, which is exciting. But just want to share with you the things I'm going to share moving forward. But week one, as we discussed in the channel intro, my monthly income from my full-time work is roughly, it's in the low six figures, and monthly breaks out to that. Expenses are around $5,000, also explained in the intro video, which I urge you to check out. There's still college expenses for kids that I have as well. I have credit card debt from a Bitcoin scam, and that's about to finish up. There's 0% until September that I have on a credit card with an delayed intro, but I plan to pay that off actually not in September. I'm actually getting sick of watching that debt, and I am going to actually pay it off come Monday or Tuesday when I transfer some money. I have about 24,000 in my liquid savings, almost 30 in my 401k. My HSA I invest as well, and different investments for my Roth and taxable account come to about 14,000 now, for a net worth of 72,000. I do not own a home. I rent. I work way out kind of in the sticks of Northern Illinois. I rent a house for the work that I do today. So I'm good with that. And that's where I'm recording this video as well. But really, what the Schick Plan is all about is following some of Dave Ramsey's principles of the 7 baby steps of saving $1,000 in your emergency fund, paying off all debt, having 3 to 6 months of expenses, investing 15% of your household income in retirement, children's college fund, etc., paying off your home early and building wealth and give. I'm really trying to adopt that as well. So what I have already done is, as part of the Dave Ramsey steps, is I've already saved $1,000. You see that here within that net worth, and that pay off all debt. Where I say no, come early next week, this 7554 is going to be gone. So I'm going to be really grateful, and then highlight this as complete as yet. Yes, I should say. I was saving 6 months worth of expenses. Essentially, I have that now. I have some investment opportunities that I'm going to actually transfer not only this money to pay off that debt, but also to take advantage of some opportunities in the market that I'm going to show you here in a second. This line item is for the home. I am actually considering trying to build up $100,000 or more to actually leverage a security-backed line of credit, so I don't get taxed for a down payment on a home. So depending if I want to find a home somewhere, either around here or somewhere else in the country, I am considering a security-backed line of credit, and this is my progress towards that $100,000 goal. I'm already investing more than 15% of my income into retirement savings. I'm at about 48% now, and that's a combination of 401k plus different investment trackers I'll show you here in a second. I have a college kids still, and that's in process. And then I plan to build wealth and give not only money, but more my time moving forward. This is not hooked up yet. But what I want to do is share with you how I'm tracking all this, is I actually leverage a net worth tracker that I built. I ultimately have a personal goal of $1.4 million. That's going to be downstream, but a more immediate goal of $500,000, as you see highlighted here. And basically, week by week, I am tracking those amounts and fixing those amounts here. And you could see that I'm 100% towards a $50,000 savings. 75K is next in my goal. And I'm almost at 100, but when I pay that debt off, that's all going to go down again. So you'll see some swings here as we record and move forward. But as I move along, there's the $500,000 immediate goal. I'm at 14.5% of that goal. Here is my $1.4 million goal. And you could see that I'm only 5% of the way there. So, between my intro video where I explained I live a minimalist lifestyle, try to save as much as I can, this is where you'll see all the tracking. And then I'll have a graph here as well. And if this is something of interest to you, please make a note in the comments section, and I can start to build this out or save this out for individuals to download as well, if you'd like to track your net worth. Before I share my my retirement accounts with you, what I do want to share with you is something I'm actually wanting to take advantage of in the marketplace. So I described to you guys how I'm going to take out some savings to go after an opportunity. And so what I do see and what I have been tracking closely is in the SPX. I firmly believe all the markets are overbought right now, and we're due for probably a 10 to 20% pullback all the way through October, and that's part of my logic and thinking with the Benjamin Cowen into the cryptoverse timing that I also outlined in the intro video. So if you haven't caught that intro video, check that out. It'll be in the playlist here as well. But what I am discovering here is that, and certainly if everybody's looking at it, this probably won't happen. And there's a lot of other viewpoints that other investors have. But what this diamond pattern indicates on the SPX 500 is if it starts to formulate this pattern, the likely next path is down. I'm actually believing in that. And that is what I'm going to start to build into my accounts, some funds I'll show you here in a second that I'm going to use to try to capture that move. And so if my stop loss will be above that high here, so if it goes above that, then that trade is invalidated. But I'm going to let that play out here into potentially August, September, October timeframe. So you see a bunch of analysts that are all seeing the same thing here, or I shouldn't say analysts, but some are analysts, some are just self-proclaimed gurus here. But it's something I'm looking at right now. I'm just going to say here, I'm going to say, hey, let's look at the other side of that picture. If I just type in SPX, you'll see people that also take the other viewpoint of it, and that's what makes markets essentially. So you see here, everybody's agreeing that there's a tightening chart pattern going on. I think that there's a diamond pattern forming, but this person seems to believe that that's going to break upwards, and so that's in a point where that could quite possibly happen. So I'm planning on putting stops in. So taking a look at both sides of those trades, those are different opportunities. But as you could see in my trading view example, this is the SPX. This is what I'm tracking. And once again, I'm looking for it to break downwards. And this is the Benjamin Cowen bull market support band. And I at least expect it to go down to that 7,000 range in some point, or at least that's what I'm going to trade to. So there's other major indices I'm tracking, like I'm going to be shorting the QQQs and the SPX and also the Dow Jones Industrials. I think they're all overstretched near term, and I want to take advantage of that. So within these Roth, within these IRAs, and granted, this is probably not YouTube worthy, but I have a bunch of different accounts, or I should say tickers, that I'm following at this point. But the ones highlighted in green are all the inverse of those major markets that I'm going to start to put bigger dollar amounts, make those bigger bets as I outlined in the intro video. If you haven't caught that intro video, check it out in the playlist or in my YouTube channel, and that'll help describe the thought process of what I'm going to do. But I'm going to over-index there from a current weight standpoint. Currently, I'm heavy into ExxonMobil. I do believe also with Benjamin Cowen is that if the stock market goes down, energy tends to rise, and I'm playing that with XOM, at least for the 6 months prior. So that's the game plan there. I'm down right now. I'm down in a lot of stocks right now from different things that are going on. There's heavy commodity related interests in gold and nickel, and THM is a real estate play that's in gold. So there's a bunch of different things that I'm up. SoFi, I'm also playing SoFi from the standpoint of writing covered calls on that. So I'm experimenting with that. Currently, I'm up a little, but not much. And my options expire there in July of this month, a couple weeks away. So there's Roth I track, there's my HSA I track, and then there's my taxable income I track. So the intent here is to show you a little bit, a glimpse of the video in real time, real numbers. These are the real things, and we'll update that. And so this is a snapshot of what I want to cover week after week, but if you have any comments or like to see any specific details, please make a note in the comments section and we'll go from there. So sticking with the current plan of paying off that debt ASAP. So I'm going to trigger that to a yes. Emotionally, that'll feel really good. I'm going to leave it there at this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'd love to just continue the conversation with you. Have a great day. This is Jason with the Schick Plan.